going on, everybody? Welcome to the stream. It is 6:36 p.m. in Florida, and I am here with you guys for just about an hour, hanging out for just about an hour. Welcome to the stream. Let me run down the list a little bit. Double I, Cameron David, Lord Edge Boy, The World of Movies, Carter Lovejoy, Mad Dog Productions, Night of Sean. What's up, Night of Sean? Chris Atherton, Hugo Rang, Porg Printers 3D. All right, Django Fett, Justin Nicewander. Anyway, one and all, welcome to the stream, guys. Today I'll be playing. Man, I'm in the mood for Extraction. I gotta tell you, I'm in the mood for Extraction. Before the stream started, I kind of laughed because I have, you know, a little notepad here, with a bunch of stupid ideas written down, right? So I got like. A lot of it's just words, and I don't really know the meaning of. Luke Mindset Research, okay? Lightsaber. Morning Coffee Shows, did that. Netflix, Network / ads, not really know what that means. Entrenched, don't know what that means. Hayden, I kind of know what that means. Star Wars language, vaguely remember what that means. But then on this list, there's something written that I don't know. I don't remember what the context was for. And it's tinfoil hat butt plug. So there's that video idea that's written down on this paper that I don't remember why I wrote it down. Tinfoil hat butt plug. Yeah, my cat wants out now. Alright, I'll let you out. If the door's closed, she wants out. If the door's closed, she wants in. Come on. Come on now. Other way. Other way. Go. Go, silly. Oh my god. There we go. Alright. There we go. Yeah, it's my late mother-in-law's cat. We took her in, and she is kind of making the house her home now. She's doing really, really well. Our youngest cat kind of picks on her, though, and we're trying to get. I mean, they're gonna get used to each other, right? But I don't know. It's just kind of like I don't want my youngest cat to beat the shit out of this old cat. But she seems to be able to hold her own. Anyway, can we just write stuff backwards like Memento? That's true. Yeah, my notepad is just kind of like Memento in a way, except for more tinfoil hat butt plugs, whatever that means. Lord Edge is waiting in the server queue. Oh, nice. Nice. Yeah, Mad Dog, for sure. Add me, you see my username right there on the screen, so add me and I'll give you a little, acceptance. Nice. Big Mace 5000. I'm very, very surprised that I found an Extraction match, to tell you the truth. Alright. Keep moving. Keep pushing. Ah, shit. Would love them to add more Extraction maps sometime down the line. Yeah, me too. Extraction is, I mean, I gotta tell you, man. I love Blast, I love Strike. Galactic Assault I used to really play a lot, but as of late, I kind of enjoy running and gunning without much of a goal. But Extraction is kind of like the perfect little mesh of needing a big goal and blast, if that makes sense. Like, it's a fun, like, little shooting environment, but with a goal in mind. I don't know. I miss Cargo too, Prod. Cargo was my favorite mode in Battlefront 2015 for sure. It was just kind of like a capture the flag, back and forth. It was a lot of fun. Alright, I'm running with you. Let's go. Oh, shit. Damn it. FPS games on PC are godly. I wonder how it feels to play FPS games on PC. I don't know how you guys use a controller for FPS games. I mean, I mean, yeah. There is no contest when it comes to accuracy that a mouse and keyboard is accurate. Way more accurate than a controller. That is not a biased opinion. That is a factual opinion. I don't know how the hell you guys use controls smoothly in first-person shooters. I do not understand it. Damn it. I don't know, Fat Penguin. It's a force of habit. It's kind of like when, I know I shouldn't do it, but it's kind of like when I'm playing Counter-Strike, I just mash R repeatedly, right? I just hit R over and over again. Or I'm constantly flipping between my knife and my, my primary weapon. You know what I mean? Just those little gaming ticks that you do. Oh, I hope that didn't do that twice, Skull. Cole Schreiber, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I did not hear what the robot said. In the middle of a firefight, and I'm concerned that the robot. I don't know why that happened. If that actually charged you twice, Cole, make sure to fight that. I don't know why.
From a fly fishing trip in Kiradimati. Great to see your streams again.
Cole, thank you so much for the super chats. Yeah, dude, if that charged you twice, and I don't think it will, maybe it's just a glitch in Streamlabs end showing that. I don't know. I would definitely fight that though, 100%. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why that happened. But Cole just got back from a fly fishing trip in Kiritimati. I've never heard of that place. Great to see your streams again. Well, good to see you as well. Traveler, Mr. Adventurer, Mr. Climber, Mr. Fly Fisherman. I've never heard of Kirimati. Kirimati. I've never heard of. Let me Google that real quick once I die. Oh shit. One sec, Cole. There we go. Let's see. Kirimati. Where is it? Or Christmas Island is a Pacific Ocean raised coral atoll in the northern line part of I can't remember the name of English for Christmas. Interesting. Interesting. I've never heard of this. This is interesting. Let's see. Wow, looks beautiful. I don't know. I mean that doesn't look. Yeah, that doesn't even look real.
I'm ready to watch.
Jai Wilkins, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that, man. Give me one sec. I'm looking at what is it called? Kirimati. Kirimati? I caught a 60-pound giant trevally. Is that how you pronounce that? I'm not much of a fisherman. But maybe that's what I'm looking for right here. Or looking at right here. Monster. Yep, I'm looking at a monster giant trevally. Trevally? Two dudes holding one. That's insane. That place looks beautiful. Huh. Well, congratulations on your catch, man. And it sounds like a super fun trip. It's been a while since I've done any kind of, like, tropical visiting. Tropical vacationing. But I need to... I don't know, that's on my list. My wife's, one of her best friends is getting married, and they're planning a trip to, it's like a small island. I can't remember what it's called. It's like in the Gulf Coast. I'm not too sure. But, that sounds fun, man. I'm jealous. I'm looking forward to, a little getaway soon. Me and my wife are going to Boston and then up to New Hampshire for a wedding. So I've never been to Boston. We're going to spend a day in Boston, rent a car with some friends that friends that I've known forever. So should be a good time. But yeah, I'm jealous of your tropics. And Jai Wilkins just went on break, so I'm ready to watch. Nice, man. On break at work. So let me guess. You're in the break room right now. And I'm painting a scene. Tell me if I'm wrong. I'm painting a scene. You're in the break room right now, and you have your headphones in, and you're eating a... What are you eating? What would Jai be eating? Jai would be eating... Oh, I don't know. He made himself a He made himself a small salad. That's what he did. He made himself a small salad. He's got mushrooms on it. Am I completely wrong? He's got mushrooms on it. He's got some chicken breast that he cooked the night before. He's got... what else does he have on his salad? Probably nothing. He probably did. No way. I'm not right. Bullshit. Bullshit. You're lying to me, Jai. I did not just guess what you're eating on your break at lunch. No way. I don't believe you. I don't believe you for a second.
The Imperials have the payload.
I appreciate that, Jai. I was just kind of saying what I used to bring when I had a full-time gig and did not just do freelance stuff. I used to make salads, and I used to make a bunch of chicken breasts the night before, cut them up for the week. Even the chicken cooked last night. Nice. Yeah. Nice. Mind reader. Mind reader. That sounds pretty good. Little vinegar and a little oil and vinegar. Nothing too heavy. Just a light salad, you know? You don't want to crash. Oh, man. Game is full. Oh, it has an event going. The game? Oh, weird. Yeah, let's do Galactic Assault. That sounds good. Let me see real quick. Where? I thought... Oh, there's Lord Edge. Sweet. I'm actually working... for whatever reason, man, I thought about making a video called I kind of want to see Hayden Christensen in Star Wars Episode 9. And the more I thought about it, I'll talk about it in a future video. How about that?
Watched First Man recently. Really enjoyed it. I know you touched on it. It felt like we were there experiencing it. Especially the Agena spin.
For sure. Caretaker1, and thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that, man. The robot read it, and I'm going to read it too. This is near and dear to my heart. Watched First Man recently. I really enjoyed it. I know you touched on it, that it felt like we were there experiencing, especially the Agena spin. 100%. The movie, it was a deep... man, how do I put it? It was deeply human. But at the same time, it was like a goddamn roller coaster, emotionally and physically. Yeah, more so than any, I think, space movie, especially a historic space movie, based on real events, based on a real person, all that kind of stuff. More so than Apollo 13, The Right Stuff, any space movie that's been made. First Man put you in the capsules, in the cockpit. It did a really good job of splicing like first-person perspectives with kind of, I don't know, just putting you inside of the capsules and making you feel claustrophobic. It was such like a, the attention to detail with just the details that were shown, the panels, the instrument panels, the even just the walls of like the limb and stuff like that, how fragile all of these instruments were. I thought it was fantastic. My buddy actually texted me, and he saw it and I saw it, and we texted back and forth, and he asked me what I thought, and I said I thought it was fucking amazing, and he said, yeah, masterpiece. That was kind of funny. That's a good, you know, if he didn't use that word, I would use it as well. I don't want to plagiarize a single word, but I think it was. Oh.
Sunday Funday. $5 in the tip jar for his daughter and some beer.
Ryan Harp, thank you so nice. Ryan Harp, thank you so much, man. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. But Caretaker, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, First Man. I've only watched it once. I let my dad borrow my 4K copy, and so I'm looking forward to watching it again. Actually, I have it on the Amazon. You know how you have like a digital code. Why do I always end up playing Galactic Assault and Naboo? Yeah, I have it on Amazon with a free digital code that it comes with, so I guess I could just watch it there. But yeah, I loved it, man. I loved it, and Ryan Gosling did such an amazing job as Neil Armstrong. You know, I've actually listened to and read some reviews about his performance, but as someone who has basically watched every single Neil Armstrong interview, I've watched all the pre and post flight briefings and press conferences. He nailed it. He nailed Neil Armstrong. His personality, his physicality. I was legitimately blown away. Legitimately blown away. But yeah, Ryan Harp, thank you so much as well for the super chat and channel support. Watching the Daytona 500, and Greedo failed to protect his package. Greedo failed to protect his package. Sunday Fun Day, $5 in the tip jar for his daughter and some beer. I appreciate that, man. Failed to protect my package. Are you talking about my package? A package? Are you talking about my package? Package? I forgot the Daytona 500. Is it going on right now? I completely forgot about it. I've actually been there once for a MWR event when I was in the Navy. We had a hot dog stand that all of us went down and manned, and then we got free tickets into the Daytona 500. It was pretty fun. It was pretty fun. Oh, Extraction and Battlefront. I gotcha. Nice. But I really enjoyed it. I don't know if you've ever been down there, Ryan, for the event. I've never watched it on TV. I've never been that into it. But I completely understand going. It's a pretty intense experience. Like, it's hard to explain. You stand on the edge, and you stand, you know, up against the railing, and as the cars go by, it's just, it's like a tornado whips you, and all this debris and like little sandy pebbles and stuff like that are just getting in your eyes and everything. It's pretty intense, and loud as shit. But it was fun. I wouldn't mind going again. I don't really get into it, but as an experience, as kind of like a spectator sport, I understand why people go for sure. But I appreciate that, Ryan. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, I'm actually going to the grocery store tomorrow, so I'll pick up my daughter some vanilla pudding custard. How about that? How about that? Vanilla pudding custard. Ryan Harp, you are feeding my daughter vanilla pudding custard. She loves it. It's like one of her favorite things ever. It's, yeah. I appreciate that, man. 9 times, really? Wow, damn. That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, it's hard to explain what it's like being there. You know, before I went, I never understood it. I still don't really get into watching it. You know, I mean, if it's on, maybe I'll glance, flip the channels. But being there, it's just a whole nother story. Whole nother story. It's pretty crazy. Kind of like being at a, I mean, not physically, but it's kind of the same as being like at a shuttle launch opposed to watching a shuttle launch. You know what I mean? Even though shuttle launches no longer exist, being there and feeling the rumble of the engine and this, like the deafening roar of engines. Yeah, it's crazy. I miss having pudding as a kid. You could, dude, you're an adult. You can have pudding now. You can also dress up for Halloween 365 days a year. Nice, K2 doing a little flanking action here. Yikes. I'm gonna try to stay alive. Try to stay alive. Spawn on me, spawn on me, spawn on me, spawn on me. Nice. Ouch. We're kicking some ass here, K2. Shit. Oh, damn it. Damn it. We're going back to the moon this year. No, I don't think you keep up with the space stuff. Nope, I haven't watched the 2003 Clone Wars yet. It's kind of, it's one of the most requested things that I get, and honestly, like, whenever I never remember to watch it. I keep forgetting that it exists and that I need to check it out. It's stupid of me, I know, but I need to write it down really big on my whiteboard, so whenever I run out of ideas or don't really know what to make a video on, I can just give it a watch, you know? It's definitely something that I need to watch, though.
I already asked this. Luke has risked everything to bring his father back from the dark side. So why did he think about killing his nephew?
GameStation 3, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that, man. Sorry if I already asked this. Luke had risked everything to bring his father back from the dark side, so why did he think about killing his nephew? You know, I really don't know. I know a lot of people have a problem with kind of that betrayal. I don't really think... Well, as you've said actually before, everybody remembers Ben's perspective, correct? I kind of look at at the events from Luke's perspective, or at least the between perspectives of the two. He said it was a fleeting I don't remember what the word was, but a fleeting moment, and he didn't really. Hold on, one sec. What am I hearing? Oh, okay, you're good. Sorry, where was my train of thought? What was my train of thought? Oh, well, another thing that I've kind of looked at is, I mean, think about Luke, right, and his father. He never knew his father. He just found out his father was some big ass, like, dictator, galactic dictator, right? And maybe this what I'm about to say is actually kind of antithetical to me being okay with Luke in that entire scene, and plays into the hands of people that don't like it, which is fine. I completely understand why people don't like that scene. But, you know, Luke never really had a connection with his father other than him being his father by name, right? Bloodline, okay, cool. Yeah, it's like, you know, your dad gives you away, you know, maybe he was a shitty person and couldn't raise you like Darth Vader and kind of threw you away to the wolves, and then you don't really want anything because you got awesome non-biological parents, right? And then Luke grows up with his nephew. He raises his nephew. He trains his nephew. He has so much heart and soul and devotion to his nephew. And almost comparing his father and his nephew is almost like completely unfair in terms of the emotional impact that one would have over the other. You know what I mean? Me saying this completely, I don't know, maybe you can, I don't know, psychoanalyze his mind at the time, but it almost kind of plays into the idea of Luke not wanting to kill his nephew by having so much love and compassion for this this kid that he grew up raising. You know what I mean? I don't know. But the fear, I don't know. I have a hard time putting my spin or what I think should have happened or where I think characters' mindsets are I have a hard time kind of playing into that because I can't even predict what the people in my life are going to do, let alone characters over a span of 40 years, 30 years. So I don't know. I don't know. But I love this scene. The reason I love that scene so much isn't necessarily anything to do with Luke or Bennett. It's the game of telephone almost. It's the eyewitness testimony being shit, and biases and perspectives shifting based on who's looking at the thing, right? We got 3 different accounts of the same event. That's what's really interesting to me. I rarely hear people talk about that. It's always like, Luke wouldn't attack Ben. Okay, well maybe he really didn't as much as everybody thinks so. Maybe you're buying into the Ben perspective. Maybe you need to look at a little bit of the Luke perspective. I don't know. It's fun to think about this kind of stuff. Especially when I'm off the cuff and I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about on a live stream. Instead of writing everything down and having hours to work on my thoughts. Sometimes these live streams. So yeah. But I appreciate that, Game Station. You always do a good job of making me kind of think off the cuff, which is almost like a training exercise in a way I see it as. These live streams have really gotten me, I don't know, really improved my just off the cuff, in the moment mindset. I've never been good at, like, I've always said I'd be the worst Jeopardy contestant ever. I might know the answer, but it would take me 5 minutes for me to think about it, you know? Oh, shit. You never actually attacked him. Yeah, that's what's interesting, Brian. Different perspectives. I understand why people would be upset if they... I don't know. It's a lot more... It's a deeper scene than a lot of people give it credit for. The entire interaction is layered, and it's a study on, like, yeah, eyewitness testimony and bias and perspectives. It's interesting in that way, is it not? I think it is. Oh... Let's see. I think I'm gonna be playing a little bit of Apex Legends with a couple friends tonight. Pretty excited. My buddy is playing Anthem right now. If you're watching, I wish I could play it, but fuck you. If you're watching, fuck you. How about that? If you're watching, fuck you. Probably not watching. But when I'm done with this stream, I'm gonna hop over and play some Apex with him. Not on a stream though. But I'm jealous. Like, as a game changer, I'll have Anthem, but I don't have access to Anthem until the 22nd. But I guess if you buy, what is it called? EA Origin Play or Origin Unlimited, whatever the fuck it's called, for like $10, $15 a month, you get access to Anthem right now. I'm not going to do that, though. I'm patient. I can wait a couple days. I can wait. EA Access, there you go. Maybe if oh, Origin Premiere? Oh, is that what it is? Origin Premiere? You know, I guess if you played a lot of games and you jumped around a lot and that kind of stuff, and you had time to play a shitload of games, I guess it makes sense to have those kind of subscription services or pay for those subscription services, but for me, it just doesn't make sense. I don't even have an Xbox Live account, you know? What are you doing, girly? What? Jump up on my lap so you stop me out. Come here. Where are you going? Jesus Christ. Christ almighty. Jump up. Jump up. Come on. Yeah. I can hear you. What do you think she's saying? Come on. Come on. All right. Here. Let me pick you up. Come here, shithead. Oh, come here, shithead. Her food is always out. They free feed, or I guess is that what you would call it? Just a bowl of food on the ground? Free feed? I hope not, Wayfest. I hope not, K2. If you have Battlefront on the PC, launch it. Let's play some Galactic Assault. I'm very surprised we were having to wait, K2. Galactic Assault is usually pretty instant. I need to piss, let me out. Her litter box is in here. She wants you to tell her the episode 9 title. Brian, what do you guys think it is? Out of all of the guesses that I've heard, Dash Star had one that I thought was pretty solid. Now I don't know if he came up with it. I don't know if he heard it somewhere else, but The Last Jedi is from The Force Awakens title or opening crawl, right? Dash said Rebellion Reborn, a Rebellion Reborn, or something like that. I don't think that's what it's going to be, but that's a pretty solid guess. It's a line that was delivered by Luke. You know, today the rebellion is reborn, or something like that. It's a pretty solid title. I don't think it's going to be that. I think that might be a little too complex. Star Wars titles are usually pretty Attack of the Clones, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, Revenge of the Sith. You know, pretty simple. But yeah. Leave Star Wars. No, he still does Star Wars stuff. Can't stand Dash Star. He's a super nice guy, man. Like, I've met him a couple times. He's a super nice guy. We just don't see eye to eye on things, but he's a super nice guy. And that's cool, right? There's a lot of people I don't see eye to eye on with a lot of Star Wars stuff, or even real life stuff, right? But you're friendly with them. But there's people that I agree with that are assholes that I'm not friendly with, and I think they're assholes. There's people that I disagree with. Oh, one sec. What's up, Brandon? Good to see you, man. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. It's just like, it's interesting because I don't give a shit about what people think of Star Wars or their opinions of where the thing's going or where the things were in the past. I couldn't care less. It's how you go about it as a human being. How you go about presenting your arguments. If you're constantly just making the same goddamn video or getting blocked by people because you're a shithead and you don't really know how to communicate with people in a friendly way while just disagreeing with one another in an understanding manner, then I don't like you. But if you know, it has nothing to do with opinions. It has everything to do with attitude. And that's what some people can't understand. You just don't like other people's opinions. No, that's not how it works, fuckface. I don't like you because you're an asshole. People are silly. Anyway, Brandon, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. It's going to be R of the blank. You think so? What could that be? Let's play that game. Let's see. It's going to be R of the blank. So, Rise? It could be Rise. Well, is Rise a good... Okay, so... Phantasmic Ears is Brandon, as I said. He says it's going to be R of the blank. So, blank of the blank. And the first word starting with R. What do you guys think it would be? What do you guys think that would be? Rise of the Resistance? I guess that Rise of the Resistance is not a bad title. That's pretty simple enough to be a Star Wars title, I would say. Rise of the Republic. Yeah, I don't know. Redemption of the Sun. Why is everybody saying Redemption of the Sun? Oh, one person did. I don't think that's going to be it. Knights of the New Republic. Nah. Resurrection of Hope. Nah. See, man. I think sometimes people get a little too complex with their Star Wars titles. Star Wars titles are relatively simple. I don't know. Rise of the Resistance doesn't seem to roll off the tongue like the other titles. That's true, Mad Dog. And yeah, no matter what we guess, it's going to be completely different. That's how it always is. What could it be? What could it be? You know, if Episode 8 wasn't titled The Last Jedi, they could have named it The Last Hope. You know, The Last Hope, to kind of bring it full circle. As cheesy as that is, I kind of like it. But I really don't know what it's going to be. No guesses. No guesses from me. But Brandon, thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Rise of the Resistance is the name of the Star Wars Lands ride. Oh, I didn't realize that. So it's not going to be Rise of the Resistance. There you go. Kathleen Kennedy told me it's Balance of the Force. I don't think they're going to use Force again. So A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, The Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, Balance of the Force. I don't think so. It doesn't roll. It doesn't. I don't know. I don't think so. Knights of Rise or something. Yeah. Knights of Rise or something. I don't know. I have a hard time, like, whenever I see a list of people's predictions, I just think of, like, fan films. They all sound so fan-filmy. It's like plugging in Attack into the Thesaurus. War. Destruction of the... tyranny. Oh shit. Come on, come on. Oh shit. First trailer guesses. When I think it's gonna come? Oh, one sec. I have no idea, man. GameStation 3, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Let me minimize this real quick. Super anti-spyware just popped up. Cool. That's perfect timing. There we go. All right. GameStation 3, was Luke being a coward by staying on Octu? Yes, I would say yes. Yes, I think he kind of short-circuited. Being a coward happens with characters, right? It happens with people. Maybe he thought it was the right thing to do, but the galaxy absolutely disagreed with him. But, you know, how many people do that? People get depressed, they lose their way, they lose their entire worldview. Everything they think they know breaks down, and they lose control. Some people slip into a depression, some people slip into fucking alcohol and opioids and all sorts of nonsense, right? Some people go into seclusion and start hoarding. Luke, it's human, and I dug it. So yeah, I would say that, yeah, he was being a little cowardly. And cowardly is a character arc, for sure. Sometimes you need cowardly in order to spring back and become what you were meant to be, you know? You need a little bit of a push. So yeah, I'm not going to say he wasn't being cowardly in the kind of the, I guess, the objective sense of the word, but maybe internally he legitimately did not want to deal with anything anymore, and he, you know, he literally went to the island to die. Just leave me alone. I've been in this for too long. Blah, 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 blah. All that kind of stuff. But, yeah, I would say yes. But GameStation 3, I appreciate that, man. Are you... Oh, I thought that would have put you... Is the stream boss fucked up? Maybe not. Why is Obi-Wan Kenobi red? Is there a reason? Whee! Brax Hunter. Do you think we'll learn more about the Knights of Ren? I honestly don't, Justin. I honestly don't. I think that, you know... Sometimes there's lines of dialogue in Star Wars movies that are not throwaway lines, but you know they're a little they're explored in non-film material, you know, and I think the Knights of Ren is something that's going to be explored in future books or comics or whatever. I might be wrong, but I don't really see Oh, that guy just quit. I don't really see them jumping into the Knights of Ren stuff in the third installment of this trilogy. Maybe I'm wrong, but I just don't see that really happening. Ah, damn it. I mean, you know, sometimes there's lines of dialogue in Star Wars movies, in all movies, right? That if you explored every single line of dialogue and idea in every single movie, your movie would be forever and there would be no plot. You would just be giving expository dialogue. I dig the idea of the Knights of Ren and... Oh, one sec.
Austin Bret Hart and Undertaker, my favorite when I used to be a fan in the late 90s to the 2000s.
Clark Herman, thank you so much, Farmer. I'm going to call you the Farmer from now on, Clark. Oh, what was the name of your town? Don't tell me. Don't tell me. I'm gonna remember it. I'm gonna remember it. Ah, it was weird. It was not weird, but it was unusual. Equinox Warrior, thank you so much, man. Give me one sec. Give me one sec. I'm gonna answer Clark's question real quick. Clark, thank you so much for the generous super chat tonight. I greatly appreciate that, man. Were you a fan of wrestling back then as well as during the Monday Night Wars? Steve Austin, Bret Hart, and Undertaker were my faves when I used to be a fan in the late 90s to the 2000s. I won't say that I was super into it. When I had like a Macho Man Randy Savage plush doll that you could like punch his nose and he would go, "Oh, my nose." Or you could, I think that's all, maybe you could punch him in the gut and he would say, "Oh, my gut." That's basically the extent of my... well, no, I take that back. Like, when so I lived in, let's see. Which house was it? I'm trying to think. I think I was like 11 or 12 when I was kind of into it. I had like my NWO shirt. And I would jump. I had a waterbed. And I would jump like off the backboard. What is it? The back of the waterbed onto the waterbed and like smash Macho Man on my waterbed and just like, "Oh, my nose." That's the extent of my wrestling fandom. I never really got that into it. And just maybe for a year or two I watched it in the periphery and sometimes occasionally got into it. But no, and I have a friend who was like a professional wrestling photographer for a while, and he's super into it still. It's kind of like he's got a wrestling ring tattoo. It's kind of neat, but that's his Star Wars. You know what I mean? Like, he doesn't get Star Wars, I don't get wrestling. But that's his Star Wars. It's kind of funny. But yeah, I guess I was a little into it when Sting was around. Is Sting still around? Like, I don't know who's still around. Sting and a little bit of Hulk Hogan, and I honestly don't remember much of them. But yeah. But I appreciate that, Clark. I hope you're having a good one, man. It's crazy to me how big it consistently is. Monday Night Raw, is that what it's called? Is like consistently one of the most viewed things Monday nights for years. It just blows me away. It blows me away. I don't know. Just always is huge. It's crazy. Yeah. And Equinox Warrior, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I don't know why I like that username so much, but what's your favorite Star Wars theme from each trilogy era? I'm gonna go with, well, for the first trilogy, the prequel trilogy, I'm gonna go with Duel of the Fates, because Phantom Menace is my favorite prequel, and that's such a fun theme, Equinox. I used to make stop motion animated, like, they weren't spectacular, trust me. I was like in elementary school when I was making these on my family's camcorder, stop motion animated videos with my action figures, and once I got all the animation done, I would plug I can't remember how I did it, but you can record audio over video and then it meshes the two in this camcorder. And I used to play like Duel of the Fates, and have that playing on my videos that I made. You know, Ian Malcolm driving a Jurassic Park Jeep, getting attacked by velociraptors, and you hear Duel of the Fates playing. I mean, it was super goofy, but it was awesome. In the original trilogy, my favorite song, I don't really know what they're called. I don't really honestly know what it's called. One of them would be the Binary Sunset. Is that what it's called? On Tatooine when Luke is staring at the twin suns. That's one of my favorites. And then the other one would be from The Empire Strikes Back. Is it called the Asteroid Field? I don't really know what the songs are called, to tell you the truth. But is it called the Asteroid Field? Somebody will pop it up, I'm sure, in the chat. Is it? It's called something like that, maybe. They played it in the Last Jedi too, when Rey is flying the Falcon. Asteroid Field. Okay. Yeah. In the sequel trilogy, I'm gonna say Rey's theme. I think Rey's theme is one of the more beautiful pieces of music in the entire Star Wars saga. As a character's theme, it just perfectly fits, for sure. But Equinox, I greatly appreciate that. Oh, that's not what I'm thinking of. Oh, I'm thinking of TIE Fighter Attack. Okay, all right. Asteroid Field was in Solo? TIE Fighter Attack, then. Okay. Yeah, I've never really been one to know the names of those songs for whatever reason. Yeah, TIE Fighter. It must be TIE Fighter Attack then. Binary Sunset's forever my favorite Star Wars theme. Yeah, it's up there for me too, along with the Throne Room theme. I love the Throne Room theme.
Why casual? Thoughts on a Star Wars spin-off film?
Whipper, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that. Is that your real name? Whipper. That's kind of neat. I'm gonna look that up real quick. Are people? I don't think I've ever met anybody named Whipper. Let's see. Whipper name. Historically surnames. Oh, that's a surname. First name. Whatever. I'll look it up. I'll look it up later. I'm wasting time. Whipper, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Thoughts on a Star Wars horror spinoff film? You know, I'm not opposed to any idea that they want to pursue. I think in the future they're going to have to really start to get creative and bring some new shit to the franchise, right? In terms, and maybe, I don't know if the correct way to, how do I put this? I don't know if flat out saying like this is a Star Wars horror movie is the right thing to do, but if you're gonna, oh, one sec. Mick, thank you so much, man. Give me one sec. But Whipper, I think, you know, if you had a movie similar to Aliens, right? It's super freaky, it's scary, but at the same time, I wouldn't call it a horror movie with Space Marines and all that kind of stuff. Scary horror elements, I think, would fit in pretty well in some anthology films and maybe future installments of the franchise or even TV shows and stuff like that. I don't know if flat out saying this is a Star Wars horror movie would really work. You know what I mean? That being said, I would love for some more suspenseful, thriller-like, horror-esque elements in future installments of the franchise. And like I said, I think in the future, when they've exhausted a lot of storylines and characters and eras, I think they're going to have to get really, really creative and out there with the franchise, you know, to keep things fresh and engaging. At least that's what I hope for. More of the same has rarely done much for me. I kind of like when things are being pushed, right? But, Whipper, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I greatly appreciate that. I hope I answered your question. So yeah, I'd be up for, shit, I'd be up for some alien, space marine style Star Wars movies in the future. Be kind of neat. Mick Passarella, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support, man. I don't know if you meant to type a let me scroll up and make sure you, let's see. Mick Passarella, I don't see, there we go. I blew it. I know you like NASA. No, you're good, man. I always double check whenever somebody shoots a super chat. I always double check to make sure that they, and there was no message. I always double check to make sure that they, you know, they followed it up with something, or they just didn't forget. But Mick, thank you so much, man. I blew it? No, you didn't. You're good. You're good. I double check. I know you like NASA movies. I recommend a movie called The Dish. It's about the station that received the V signal from the moon. The V signal from. Funny but dramatic. Thanks. Let's see. The Dish? I've never heard of this. A true story of a group of eccentric scientists who are responsible for manning a satellite dish inauspiciously located on a remote Australian... Oh, okay, yeah. I know exactly what this story is about. I've never heard of this movie. Interesting. How have I never heard of this? Sam Neill? Yeah, this were, they communicated to John Glenn. Gordo Cooper was in Australia communicating to Glenn. They used this for when the astronauts were on the other side of the Earth, basically, so they could continue communication. Interesting. I did not know there was a movie about that. I appreciate you sharing that with me, man. I've never heard of this. Directed by Rob Sitch. Has a 96% on Rotten Tomatoes. Wow. Interesting. All right, I'm bookmarking this. I appreciate that, Mick. Thank you so much, man. That sounds right up my alley. That's really neat. Huh. I love this. The movie was made in, I think it said 2000, 2001. I love it when new movies that are new to you on subjects that you love pop up that you've never even heard of. You know what I mean? That movie is almost 20 years old, and I've never heard of it, and it sounds like something that's right up my alley. That's really neat. I appreciate that, Mick. And Philip Sasso, thank you so much for the silent support, man. I greatly appreciate that. I don't know if you meant to type a message there, or if you can type a message. I'm not too sure. Either way, I greatly appreciate the shit out of that, man. Philippe? Oh, shit. Somebody trying to snipe me? Oh, no, you did not just shoot that green shit at me? What movie? Is he really making a Dora the Explorer movie? That's interesting. Alright, K2. I'm right behind you.
Hello there. Hello there.
Nice. Shit. How do I get up there? What's the best way? Can I make it up here? Come on, come on, come on. Yes. K2 is going to be dead. I'm sorry for not helping much. Ah. Adam Sandler has the worst movies ever. Night of Sean. I will say this. Well, growing up with Adam Sandler, I liked a lot of his earlier stuff. I haven't seen much of anything. I've never seen, like, since the Nicky movie. Didn't he make, like, a Nicky movie where he was, like, the devil's son or something like that? I never saw any of those. That movie and onwards I haven't seen. But we did watch his Netflix comedy special, and, dude, it's funny as fuck. It's hilarious. I'm picky about my stand-up comedy too, and I was cracking up. I highly recommend it. I can't remember what it's called, but yeah, it's really funny, really funny, really funny. Mad Dog. Yeah, we'll play sometime soon for sure. I actually have two buddies that are on. Nope. I'll have two buddies that are on tonight that I'm going to be playing with, but we'll definitely play. I'll stream Apex soon. How about that? And we'll play together for sure. I streamed it the other day with K2 and Jai, and it was fun. We got our asses kicked a lot, but it was fun nonetheless. Bum 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 bum. Ooh. Rich W3, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that, man. Oh, one sec. Come on. There we go. And I'm dead. Sacrificial.
You didn't say General Kenobi after. Hello there.
Brandon Phantasmagears, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. I greatly appreciate that. Let me take a little sip of water here real quick. Everything in the house smells like the air fryer. I'm getting sick of that smell. Whenever we use it, like the house smells like the air fryer for days. Sick of it. Brandon, I'm going to read Rich's first because that's how it appears on my screen. I don't know why it does that. You guys know the gist. I don't know why. Rich W3, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Favorite planet / dwarf planet / moon in our system. My favorite moon. You might think it's our moon. Nope. My favorite moon is Europa for the mystery of it. You know, it's basically liquid water. Liquid water. It's frozen liquid water. And it is believed that, you know, the deeper you go in on Europa, there's actually going to be liquid water below the frozen surface because of, you know, thermal activity and whatnot inside of the core of Europa. And that is my favorite moon in our solar system because that is one of the best places for the search of life, you know. Wherever we look on Earth, in the most inhospitable places, right? And the most inhospitable places on Earth, we find life. You know, at the bottom of the ocean, freezing cold, but there's thermal pockets, little volcanic activity at the bottom of the ocean, and life thrives there. And when that volcanic activity goes away, everything that was once living there dies. Everything dies there, but seeds drift in the ocean and eventually find other thermal pockets, and life thrives. It's interesting. So Europa, I think, is one of the most exciting places in our solar system for sure, and I bet there's gazillions of Europas around there. Favorite planet? I bet you're going to think I'm going to say Earth. I don't know. I kind of like Jupiter. You know, something that could have been a star, didn't have enough mass to become a star, and now it's just a giant, yeah, I don't know, giant ball of gas. Kind of just neat. Oh, planets. But I appreciate that, Rich. Yeah. Yeah, yeah, I guess Jupiter is my favorite. Europa is a moon of Jupiter, by the way. I think Jupiter has 79, 74? I'm going to look it up. Something like that. Jupiter moons. Jupiter has... let's see. Wow, that's not right. Come on. Europa is the smallest of the 4 Galilean moons orbiting Jupiter, and the 6th closest. The 6th closest to the planet of all of the 79 known moons of Jupiter. There we go. It is also the 6th largest moon in the solar system. I didn't know that. 6th largest moon in the solar system. Interesting. Neat. But I appreciate that, Rich. Thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. He says, I was always a Venus fan, so similar to us. What could have been or was. Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. That's what's interesting, you know. This, where we're living right now, even the time scale of life being on Earth, it's a drop in the bucket, especially, you know, modern humans. It is a drop in the bucket on the cosmic calendar. Who knows what came before? Who knows what came after? But I do. Maybe you agree with this, Rich, but I do believe. I think it's kind of a rational thing to think, but I do believe that our solar system, galaxies, universe is teeming with life, even if it is primarily, you know, microbial life or unintelligent life. I do have a feeling that life thrives a lot more than we think, especially, you know, I don't know, even on Venus, who knows, right? We'll see. We'll see. Oh yeah, for sure, Titan, methane lakes. Yeah, we think of our life, our biology when we think of the pursuit of discovering life, right? But I think that's kind of a faulty way of thinking, because, you know, life could arise in very, very different types of atmospheres, very, very different types of planets. The things that we need, a different type of life form might not need. I don't know. It's really interesting to think about. I think, who knows, maybe hundreds of thousands of years from now, if we haven't destroyed ourselves, we'll have a pretty good catalog of how life thrives, evolves, comes to being. I don't know, maybe we'll have the Encyclopedia Galactica. It'd be interesting. But I appreciate that, Rich. Thank you for letting me spout off a little bit. Appreciate that, man. In Phantasmic Ears, Mr. Brandon, you didn't say General Kenobi after hello there. I don't play the prequel meme game, Mr. Brandon. I don't play that shit. No, I'll remember to do that next time. Is there a General Kenobi emote for your average stormtrooper? Or, I mean, average clone trooper, rather? If there is, I'll hit that next time. You didn't say General Kenobi. I'll remember that next time. I won't remember that next time. I guarantee it. I won't. I'll forget about it. But all right, guys. I gotta get going. Brandon, I appreciate that super chat, man. But I gotta get going, everybody. I will be doing. I think I'm gonna be doing the Patreon Q&A. No, but you didn't say it. Hello there. I just said it. There you go. Oh no. General Kenobi. General Kenobi. General Kenobi. General Kenobi. I can't do it. I have to listen to Grievous's voice. That was horrible and embarrassing. But I appreciate everybody tuning in tonight. Tomorrow I'm thinking of doing the supporter Q&A during the day, like as soon as I put my daughter down for a nap. Hopping on, trying to answer some questions, as quick as possible. She normally naps for 30 minutes. Once she wakes up, I will continue the Q&A until I'm done. It might go a little longer because I'll be messing with her and trying to keep her entertained while I answer your questions. But that is kind of my goal for tomorrow. Middle of the day, supporter Q&A. And then in the evening, I'll just be doing another stream. So, all right, guys. Let me run down the list. Brandon, Phantasm Gears, thank you so much for the super chat and channel support. Rich W3, thank you for the super chat and channel support. And let me go down a little rabbit hole there with my thoughts. Philip Sasso, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Mick Passarella, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Whipper Nixons, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Equinox Warrior, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Clark Herman, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Game Station 3, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Phantasm Gears once again. Ryan Harp, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Caretaker 1, and thank you for the super chat and channel support. Jai Wilkins, thank you for the super chat and channel support. Cole Schreiber, thank you for the super chat and channel support. And Cole, if you're still here, I hope it didn't charge you twice. I've never seen it actually charge people twice. I think that's just a glitch with Streamlabs. But if it did, 100% fight it and let me know. But all right, guys. Catch you all tomorrow. Until then, be nice. Have fun. And kick some ass. See ya.